Welcome to Why Follow the Herd. I'm your host, Debbie Clement-Large. Today we're talking about all things noisy. There is so much noise around. The technology creates noise. There's noise in social media. There's noise in your email inboxes. We are surrounded by noise. But how do you find a sanctuary? That's what we're exploring in today's show. See you in a moment. Finding peace in a noisy world might be something that you're craving. I know for me, I crave peace sometimes. I want to get off the roller coaster of social media, of everything that's going on, of the noise of my emails, and actually just to create an inner sanctuary. Maybe that's something a little bit to do with being an introvert, because I'm a little bit of an introvert, and I like creating my own energy. So if you are, maybe you're even if you're sensitive to your environment, it can feel overwhelming, too much noise. Even just having the radio on all the time can feel just too much. And actually getting that element of inner sanctuary, finding a safe space just to find an experience and allow yourself to get back to peace is a wonderful thing. So what is social media really, and the news and all that noise? Sometimes it can feel like being on a roller coaster. I can feel that you wake up in the morning, you put your phone on, and it's a bit like walking on that platform, getting ready to get in one of those roller coaster cars. And then as soon as your phone comes on and you're looking to see what notifications you've had since the night before, now you're already in that car. And as you start reading and start taking on board, you're like going up the ramp that you do when you go on a roller coaster. So you're already being pulled upwards and upwards and upwards and upwards and upwards. And then when you get to the top, it's a bit like that's the point where you put your phone down and you really start your day. But all of a sudden now you're free falling, you're going down at speed, and you're twisting and turning and looping the loop and all those other things that come on a roller coaster. Really what we've done is let the day lead us. So we've taken what's in our messaging, all those bits that are either on the news, the things that are in our social media feeds or on our emails, all those notifications that pop up. And we are being affected by those things. So those things are now taking us and saying, this is how you're going to respond to your day. This is how you're going to feel about your day. So instead of you giving yourself the choice to think about what your intentions are for the day, now life is leading you and it's taking you on that roller coaster. So what can you do to get off that roller coaster? There are some great things that you can do. One, don't open your phone first thing in the morning. And I know that's really hard, but don't do it. Or at least turn the notifications off so that if you open your phone, say you want to do a meditation app first thing in the morning, turn off the rest of your notifications. Don't look at it. Choose how you want to enter the day. What is it you want from the day? What is it you want to experience in that day? What is it that you want to, how do you want to feel in that day? So instead of letting the news alter and trigger your emotions, we're setting the tone now for the day. And that's a really important thing that you can do for yourself, because once you set your intention for the day, that's more how likely you are going to be carrying on feeling in that for the rest of the day. Otherwise, we're already into triggering mode, or we're into responsive mode, rather than activating what it is that we want, finding our place in the world, rather than being led along it. So let's go back. What you can do, don't put your phone on, and either don't put your phone on for, say, the first hour in the morning, or if you do need to put your phone on because you want to use a meditation app, Just turn off the notifications that are going to ping and start getting you looking at your emails, at your social media posts. Just turn them off. Actually, just allowing yourself that space is great. What else can you do that I found really useful? I don't read newspapers, and I don't watch the news on television. And some people will say, well, how can you not do that? We need to be informed. If you're not informed, how can you live a productive life? How can you know when you want to get involved with something? I tell you what, I made the decision years ago not to watch the news or read the newspapers. I found them too depressing. There is nothing that is good news in there. They weren't inspiring, they weren't uplifting. They're focused on lack, on limitation. They're focused on sensationalism and scaring. And actually, does that make me feel good? No. Do I want to feel good? Yes. So do I want to follow things that make me feel good? Yes. So if you do want to read something in the morning, if you do like a morning paper and you like to read some articles, pick up a book, a personal development book. Pick up maybe one of mine where you can just read a small chapter or do a small exercise. And that will uplift you and change the way you feel. It will help you to be more productive. It will help you to feel more in your own skin and grounded to life, rather than at the whim of what other people want you to think and feel. So why don't you explore some of those options? Because they really do help you to find your own sanctuary within a noisy world. When we let go of what the world is expecting from us, and we don't get dragged along on that roller coaster that they want to take us along, and instead we choose the ride, because we may choose a ride on a lazy river instead, and that might be wonderful. So take control of your mornings and your viewing habits and your reading habits, and you will find that you will feel so much more inner peace. And if there's anything really important for you to know, you'll know it anyway. There's always a way for you to get to hear anything important. So let go of any notion that you have to be informed, because what you need to know will come to you anyway. But inner peace is really important to align ourselves back with that every day. So enjoy practicing that and leave in the comments below your experience of doing that, whether you have given up on newspapers and news stories now anyway, whether that's something that you've done for a while and what your experience of doing that is, and how you feel about not looking at your phone first thing in the morning. God, can you remember the days when we didn't have phones? How did we live? It's interesting, isn't it? So please like, please share. We all need a bit of inner peace at the moment. So finding our own ways to come back to who we are, where we don't have to follow the herd, is such a gift to us. So thank you for sharing your time with me. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a really good rest of your day. Take care.